Welcome to the Power Hour. My name is Paul Chappell. Today we got Handsome Dave in the studio.
Hey
Say
guys.
hi, Handsome
What's up,
Dave.
Guys? Good to be back.
Wearing his
Don't judge the shirt.
I can't ignore it, man.
Too used to relaxing on quarantine, man. I can't get out of it.
Well, you were at the end of your laundry cycle. Give me something, man. Come on.
Oh man, hey, you're still handsome. That's all.
That's
that
my
matters.
toxic masculinity. We can't make fun of men for wearing pink now, I guess, right?
No, this is a real man. You're comfortable with pink.
How's it going, man? I ain't seen you in a while.
I know, man.
You
it's
went
going
back
good.
to work.
I went back to work, and
I didn't.
Life halted.
I did go back to work, but I went back like 2 weeks later,
doing the easy.
and
stuff.
I didn't go back to
a real job.
the real terrible stuff that we have to do at work. I went back to. Actually, you know what I went back to? Maybe should I say this?
Oh yeah.
I guess I never said where we work. I'm not going to say it.
Please don't.
So I guess I can say this. I went back to our job created a mask making operation.
Lucky.
And because my back I had a back injury and I really couldn't go back to the main work we were doing.
Yeah.
They offered me a position at this mask making operation they have set up. And they also got a bunch of people from other people that were on workers' comp to do it. They said, hey, you can come back and get I'm getting paid my old salary or whatever.
Same pay.
Making masks, which is a lot easier than what I was doing. So
yeah,
it's working out so far. How do you feel about masks?
Man, I'm on both sides, man. Like, the only reason why I'm on both sides of should we wear a mask, should we not, is because the CDC seems to be on both sides. Like, they're on both sides. I
don't want to get political, but they're on both sides because they don't want to upset Trump.
They don't want to upset either side.
And he wants to. No, they're just concerned about Trump because he's threatening to fire those guys.
Oh, defund the whole thing. Yeah.
No, he's threatening to fire the people at the CDC.
Yeah.
If they keep reporting the truth. He's trying to. He actually thinks that if he totally ignores it, it'll just go away.
Well, I mean, we can't. He's a bit of a struggle bus. I wouldn't be surprised if he tweets that one day.
I've already lost.
If you just forget about it, it'll go away, guys.
Dude, we live in South Carolina. I've always accepted the fact I have to deal with conservative people.
Yeah.
And then my friends are conservative. I have some conservative values. I was raised as conservative. But I've lost some friends over this mask debate.
Oh, really?
I got two sisters and two nieces in Miami. And it's spiking there. So anytime somebody on Facebook is talking about not wearing masks, I get very upset.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you see some of the posts where like somebody was like making a meme about, like all these people worried about masks and me just walking through and doing this, and then next thing you know, she's got a post on her Facebook saying she's got coronavirus and to pray for her.
There was this guy who was making fun of people for wearing masks. He went to some kind of beach party.
Yeah.
And then he was going to a bar. He don't know where but then he got corona. Yeah. He died. Dude was an Army veteran.
Yeah.
He's in his 30s.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I'm on. Like, I want the data, man. I don't care what side you're on. If I get the data, then I'm good.
Why does anybody need it? Look, this is.
I mean, if I have to wear it, I'm gonna wear it.
But listen, this is my whole point. Whether you think it's real or not, what is the harm in being? Why can't you err on the side of caution?
Well, mainly because the idea of I've seen one of the best examples is it was another meme. It said, honey, the kids are peeing in the pool. And the husband said, it's okay, they had their bathing suits on. And she said, well, how does that work? He's like, a little bit like masks. If you're breathing, it's coming out.
But listen, I had an argument with this guy, one friend of mine on Facebook. He's been posting anti-mask stuff
See, that's crazy.
For a couple months. And I ignore it. But then I finally just got tired of it. I'm like, is he serious? The stuff is surging in the South. In the very places where nobody's wearing a mask, it's surging. And he's still posting this crap. So I just casually just asked him below his post, which nobody had commented on, by the way. I guess they were just ignoring it like I was. Yeah. I asked him, if you were having an operation, would you want your doctor to wear a mask? Because he was saying that masks, he was pretty much saying masks were completely useless. I said, so you'll be okay with your doctor not wearing a mask during an operation? And he ignored me. He was like, he would not answer the question. It took him a full day to answer the question. I said, look, you're saying all this other crap. He was saying all this other crap that had nothing to do with the subject. Answer the question. Would you want your doctor to be wearing a mask or not while your body is cut open and he's operating on you?
Did he answer?
Yeah. He's like, yes, I would want him wearing a mask. I said, so how can you say masks don't work? And then he gave me this bullshit answer, and it's a bullshit answer, man. He says, well, when somebody's operating on you, their saliva could drop into your wound and
well, that
and
is the idea. They don't.
But look, that's how the virus is spreading. It's spreading. That's why they're talking. They tell you to keep a social distance because, like I just spit just a second ago, when you talk, there are water droplets coming out your mouth, and when you sneeze, I should have saved this picture. I showed him this picture.
See, you baiting to make him pissed.
But look,
oof, is that a sneeze?
This is what happens when you sneeze.
That's why you gotta get the arm.
You telling me a mask won't prevent that?
You telling me you want a mask on when that happens?
But what I'm saying is, look at all that. Look, those are water droplets.
Yeah.
So he pretty much admitted that masks will prevent that to happen during the surgery. Well, when you have coronavirus, you sneeze. Okay? You want somebody sneezing on you? You want somebody putting that in the air in front of you?
I think the big thing with a lot of people like that is it's around election time, man. People, if it wasn't around election time, no one cared about left or right. Everybody would just fucking wear a mask.
Oh yeah, it's politicized. Yeah. I said this on Facebook.
That's literally.
If Obama came out and says, you know what, I don't like masks either, every conservative in the country would be wearing a mask the next day.
Put your damn mask on. Are you out of your mind? What, Democrats don't believe in science now? Exactly. Yeah, and that's
exactly really what it is, man. They want to show solidarity with Trump, so they're gonna risk their lives.
I bet Trump's wearing a mask. You kidding me?
Yeah, he will wear it once. Look at this guy. This guy got shot because he didn't want to wear a mask.
After he stabbed
this dude, he was in a store in Michigan, not wearing a mask. An old man, a 77-year-old man, confronted him about it. He stabbed the 77-year-old man. Didn't kill him, but he ran off. The police chased him, and then he attacked the police officer with a knife. And the police officer had this. They have it on video. Somebody, it's right here. I don't know if you.
Yeah, let's not show that though, right?
No, you really can't see it because it's so far away. And my mouth.
He shot. What? Did he have?
Look at the video.
Did he have the T virus? I mean, why would he come?
I'm like, wow. This is from this mass hysteria.
Everybody's freaking out.
Look at this. This is crazy, man. These people are crazy. You gonna lose your life over a mask? She's telling him, it's a female officer. She's telling him to put his knife down, and he's like, no. He's going death by cop, pretty much.
Look at all those shots she missed at first.
Did she miss them? I don't know.
Yeah.
She was wearing a body cam, so the body cam is probably gonna come out eventually. So I don't know if she missed him or not.
He should have went down way sooner when she was right there at him.
Or he could have been on drugs though. If you're on PCP, you're not gonna feel that.
He was on something like, or she missed a lot of shots because that man kept coming. Yeah, he was on something. He was definitely on something. Man, wow. He came after the cop with an.
Oh, they have the body cam.
Mercy.
It's on Facebook.
Yeah, let's not.
Well, see, I showed that video because you really can't see it.
Yeah, but that's still what is going on with people,
that's
man?
That's what people are this crazy about this issue. I'm like, what? Okay, let's move on. But I just thought it was interesting. I just had to say something about it because
coronavirus still destroying.
It's still affecting us. I mean, right now, even I'm worried about it. Whenever I was worried about it when Eve was up here last week. Yeah. I'm like, oh, she might have it and not know it or something. And we're sitting here talking, and then she always talks. We always talk after the show, and we were down. She was about to leave, and we were talking in like the parking lot. I mean, the driveway, and I was just thinking, I completely forgot about being safe, and I was like, we were like talking like you would talk to a person, no social distance, and I'm like, damn. And then I had to worry. I had a cough later that night. I was like, oh.
Yeah, immediately got scared.
It was like my sinuses.
Yeah, a little bit of sinuses. Yeah, a little drainage.
But man, we're not out of this, and I'm just
I don't understand people. And it's crazy because it's like the virus and its effect on a person's health is kind of going by the wayside. It's now how's it affecting us socially, and another way, like the crazy way, and.
Well, people think they have a I've actually heard people say they have a constitutional right not to wear a mask. I'm like, what are you talking about? There's nothing in the Constitution about mask wearing. The government can't make me wear a mask. They can make you do wear a lot of things. They can make you wear clothes in public, for God's sake.
I did see a terrible example of comparison. They said the last time a government made someone wear something, it was a star on your sleeve.
Oh, that's bull. Look, you have to wear.
It's like, I don't know if we're there yet. Okay,
you have to wear a seatbelt when you get in the car.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that the government can make you do.
They don't know everything about the virus yet, so
that's why we should be wearing masks.
That's
why
they want you to, because they don't know.
I might be wrong.
They just need to come out and say it.
I'm pretty sure I'm not. Maybe it don't transmit through the air. Maybe they aren't effective. But wouldn't you listen? I put it like this to somebody: if you're having sex with a woman and she has AIDS, wouldn't you rather be wearing a condom? Because this is another that same guy was talking about.
Not do it in the first place.
This is the argument this guy used. The same guy I was talking about.
Yeah.
The anti-mask guy that I always post. He said to me, he says, even when you get a box of masks, it says on the packaging now that it doesn't prevent coronavirus. Well, I was like, dude, they do that as a liability issue.
Yeah.
Because they can't. Nothing is going to protect you 100%. Condoms don't protect you 100%. But if you're having sex with a woman and she has a STD, you're better off wearing the condom than not.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing with masks, but they don't. The only reason they put that on the packaging is because if somebody's wearing a mask and then they don't wash their hands one day and they come home and take out the mask and then they get the virus anyway, they could try to sue the mask company. Well, I was wearing a mask and I still got it. That prevents that. That takes away the liability for that company. That's the only reason they put that on the packaging.
Yeah.
Because nothing is 100% effective. I mean, even drugs aren't 100% effective.
And that's why they want us to wear the mask, because they don't know. They don't know enough. So the best way to do it is to stay on the side of caution. And it sucks. But I mean, I'm just stubborn. So unless I have to, I don't wear it.
That's the American.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That is very American. In Japan, they're not having this issue. They're not.
No, but they've always.
But Japanese people are compliant.
Yeah, there's a reason.
And this is one thing. One more point. One thing that gets me about when white people talk about black people at traffic stops. Why didn't he just comply? But see, we're always told to comply. But when the government asks white people to do something, and I'm sure there's black people out there that don't want to wear a mask. They don't want to comply.
Oh yeah.
Why don't you comply? You see what I'm saying?
I love how you went from like Japanese doing good because they're compliant, and then they talk about. Oh my goodness!
All right, we go way too deep down this rabbit hole. Let's talk about
way too deep. Let's get to the.
Let's talk about some fun stuff. Dr. Disrespect still doesn't know why he was banned from Twitch. Why do you think he was banned?
I don't know, but I know he's coming back. You see his video, right?
This
the alleyway video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's play that.
In Dr. Disrespect fashion. He's such a badass. It's always overkill.
It's out of my head, but I'm still in control. It's out of my hands. You can never take away the power of my soul.
Absolutely no meaning to it other than I'm coming back, bitches. Like he's
Look,
great. He's great. I mean,
I personally think he got banned for he was doing coronavirus disinformation stuff. He was talking about some conspiracy stuff or about coronavirus, and I think that was the final straw for him. And see, he made a mistake of doing that right when Mixer was going down in flames.
yeah, I 100% believe
And
Mixer.
all these people are on the market again. People like Ninja
and
Shroud, and they're like, we can get Ninja back. We don't need this guy, and he's causing us these issues.
I don't know, man. I like. Do you really think they're worried about money? And they're like, maybe we should get rid of him and use this. People are talking about them allocating his money to someone else, and I'm like, I don't think money's the issue. I think that he's been on the back burner of. If they just paid him a deal to keep streaming, I don't think they truly had a problem with him. So you know what I mean? Like they just paid him a deal to stream on their platform, millions of dollars. They like the doc, okay? They like him. They weren't trying to ban him. He did something that breached his contract.
Well, I think it's coronavirus.
Yeah, he had to. He did something. And that's why his contract got breached. Because like everybody talking about like, oh, Mixer went down and they're trying to get rid of him. They're the last straw. They wouldn't have signed some 3-year deal if they didn't like him. He has done something. Whether it be some sort of deals with some other company and breached the contract.
Well, see, Ninja and Shroud left Twitch, and he was the next biggest thing, right?
Yeah.
So they were desperate to keep him because he was one of their stars.
He was the star. He won. 2 times Streamer of the Year in the last 3 years.
So what I'm saying is they needed him when Mixer was competing with them, and they had Microsoft behind them because Mixer's owned by Microsoft. And they got money to last the end of time. So Twitch is owned by Amazon. They also have, I guess, now that I think about it.
And you think they didn't know Mixer was going to fold?
No, I don't think they knew that for certain.
I feel like they knew. They had to know.
I'm saying it happened right after Mixer.
Yeah, but so did his last stream. You heard about his last stream, right?
What?
Where everybody's like, where he's like all upset and stuff like that, and how his last stream seemed like something was wrong.
Oh, he knew.
He actually made a statement on that recently. He said it was just coincidence. He's talking about the world that everybody's going through right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
coronavirus and all the injustices and whatnot. That's literally, and that's what he had been focusing on a lot in his stream, and that's all it was. It's just people poking holes, man. I'm telling you, he broke his damn contract, and they kicked him out. I think it's pretty.
Well, why
pretty
won't they
simple.
tell him what?
It's legal. It's 100% legal. That's why I don't think the whole randomosity of like why Twitch did it or whatever. It's pretty clear. It's something legal. He broke his contract.
Well,
boring and lame.
They've been banning a lot of people at the same for sexual misconduct allegations.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of people I've never heard of because I don't really watch Twitch.
Oh, even women talk about like suggestive content and stuff like that. A lot of women they got lawsuits against Twitch over stuff like that, like where their kids watching because there's a lot of women that are. You know, exploiting the.
I mean, well, you got these teenage boys watching Twitch, and how many? Back in the day, there was no female gamers, so you're gonna get them, especially if you're good looking, and you got no talents. Really, it's either porn or play games on Twitch in a low cut.
Low cut. They all low cut, too.
Right?
Unless they're actually good, pretty good gamers.
Are any of them actually good?
Yeah, some of them are actually really good. Some of them are like they do tournaments and stuff.
See, I don't watch it,
but Twitch, what it is Twitch is getting big. They're one of the big boys now, in like just businesses in general, and the magnifying glass is over them. Hell, they got some changes that need to be made. I mean, there was just a story. A kid just spent $20,000 of his mom's money on donations, subscriptions, stuff like that. And Twitch had no way of checking on that, no way to prevent that. So this woman's trying to figure out how to get her life savings back. This is very recent, too.
Man, how did he get access to her money?
Something about his lunch account. Had a debit card for his lunch account, however that works. And somehow he got her bank information, her password, and was putting money into his debit account. And was using it.
Oh, my daughter has the same thing. She has a bank account. It's connected to my bank account, so I can transfer money to her account.
Yeah, that's why we do school. We give him lunch. But the problem was he did that in 17 days. Okay, in 17 days that kid spent $20,000, and Twitch didn't. What did he make a fake profile? It said he was 21, or did it say he was 40? Like, come on, anybody under the age of 40 spending $20,000 in 17 days, is a kid stealing something. You know what I mean? Using someone else's. That's somebody using someone else's money, and they're gonna have to make some changes. They're under the spotlight, and depending on if Doc's story comes out. They may be under the spotlight even worse by the end of this. But
you think it's gonna make them look bad?
I think is a huge possibility. Yeah. Come on, man! Big corporation versus the little guy. How that goes.
That dude.
He's the little guy amongst an entire streaming platform.
Dude has millions of dollars.
He does.
He's not a little guy.
I can't believe he's not. He's 6'5".
And he's gonna go to Facebook Gaming
or YouTube.
He already has a million subscribers on YouTube.
That's it. That's crazy.
It's like I think it's like 1.5 million.
He doesn't even get the most. He's just a fantastic entertainer. That's why he does so well. And at least in this,
he's gonna
industry.
be fine though. He's not.
Oh yeah.
I don't see him as a victim.
I think it's gonna help him. Every time he's come back, he's only grown. He had a couple issues over the last couple of years, and every time he comes back, he just gets bigger. He's pretty awesome, but I would like to find out what it is, but I think he just he screwed up. He's good at that though. He does that a lot, but he is hilarious.
Well,
I just hope he doesn't come into Facebook Gaming. I mean, I don't.
I heard that. Facebook. I heard it's bad. I looked at it one time, and I didn't.
I mean, I just think his name is better than that, man. I don't want to see him on Facebook Gaming. I want to see him on his own platform.
Twitch really doesn't have that many
No, now they have Facebook Gaming. That's their competitor besides YouTube. But YouTube
is
just,
not really
is an everything platform of entertainment now. I think YouTube. I think streaming on YouTube is crazy to me. Like, why put all your eggs in one basket?
Well, I found that out the hard way myself.
What, you try to stream from YouTube?
No, I've had some issues with YouTube. We've talked about it before, the COPA stuff.
COPA.
And I've always considered, we need to diversify, a little bit more.
Yeah, you have to, and that's why I think streaming on it.
We do have a podcast, but we don't. It's not on Apple yet. So maybe I should go ahead and do that. The way Joe Rogan, because Joe Rogan has this, he gets 190 million downloads from YouTube a month. So he doesn't need YouTube. So it's like, yeah, you need to have your stuff diversified though, because
and that's why
when you start doing it
YouTube
as your primary business, and you quit your job, you don't want a corporation having that kind of control over your life. I mean, I guess you have the same kind of control when you're working just for.
But they just
for whoever.
YouTube is just notorious for kind of making up the rules as they go along, and if that rule breaks your income in half out of nowhere, you better have another form of income. Yeah. and they do that. They do that a lot. Twitch is doing that. Look at all the craziness going on with Twitch. If you had everything on Twitch and all you did was stream, but you didn't make content, you'd be screwed right now on Twitch. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So you're still planning to get an Xbox?
No. Should I make that announcement? I'm going PC, brother. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah. I'll definitely be.
Why are you think it's gonna help your game?
Well, the big reason why I'm going PC is the more you look into console, like the reason why I was even thinking about PC in the first place is I got tired of limitations. I got tired of low frame rates. I mean, you watch a lot of these streamers, if you put it at 60 frames, 1080p, and you watch the game, the best they stream it, it looks like a completely different game than yours. And that's because they're running it on PC. And I was just like, I'm tired of playing a choppy, haphazard game. I want better. And they're like, 120 frames, 4K, Sony, PlayStation. It's going to be great, but it's stuck like that for 8 years. The PC I just bought will do twice as good as the new PS5, and it'll be like that for 10 years.
It's just not about frame rate, though.
Frame rate and graphics.
The mice keyboard combo is a lot better to control.
Well, that's huge. That's huge.
Are.
I've been practicing. I spent $2,300, and that was on PC, keyboard, and a mouse.
You got it already?
I got the keyboard and the mouse. Oh, and a monitor. $2,300. And I got a monitor. Stupid monitor. The PC comes tomorrow, and I will have some pitches and stuff for you. I'll have a full montage set up. I just got my game room fully set up to just set that puppy on the desk and plug it right in. Literally, it's ready to go, and I cannot wait. It's going to be sick.
Well, I started playing Warzone.
Yeah.
On my iMac.
Yeah. What kind of frame rate you getting on that bad boy? Got to be better than my console.
I don't even know.
It's got to be better than my console.
Look, first of all, it was very hard to get it to work because even though I got Windows 10 on this external right here.
Yeah.
That's Windows 10. All I had to do is plug it in, restart my computer, and I'm in Windows 10.
It was still a pain?
Okay, this is what happened. See, part of the problem with Macs right now, this is not even going to be possible in the future.
Why? They found a way around it?
Because they're going to ARM processors.
Oh.
You didn't hear about that?
No.
They're going to take their processors that they use in their iPhones and iPads, and they're going to start putting them in their Macs. And people have been asking for this for years. But as a result, you're not going to be able to install Windows. And to be truthful, I've been thinking about getting a PC just from the problems I have with playing Warzone. Because the first thing that happened, I rebooted it into Windows 10. Everything looked fine. I went to the website, the Call of Duty website. I downloaded the game. It took freaking like an hour to download the entire game. I booted it up. Everything was going fine. Then, like at the last moment, you need. I have a Radeon card, right? You need Radeon version ... whatever it was.
Yeah.
To play this game.
Card? Yeah.
Here's the problem: Apple doesn't update their Radeon for Windows. They have that. They did it. They have that initial thing. They do a program called Boot Camp that gives you drivers for all your stuff in your iMac to work on Windows, but they don't. They just do that initial update, and it's not really that
comprehensive.
Radeon and these other card companies.
You gotta go to the website and download the latest driver.
No, if you do, it won't work in Boot Camp.
Really?
Because Apple uses a specific card that who owns Radeon? AMD. They use a specific card that Radeon made for the iMacs.
Of course.
But see, and they have to work and see. Radeon isn't making updates for iMacs because it's not a priority for them. No. So, luckily, there's a guy who runs a website. In fact, let me give a shout out to this guy.
Did you have to go look all this up in order to get the word?
Yes, because but there's a guy.
Now this is you just found this guy that told you
here
how
it
to
is,
get it squared away.
It's called Boot Camp Drivers. This I think he's English or something. This guy, he'll take the latest drivers that AMD releases, and he'll like rework them so they work on your
for free
on your iPhone. Yeah, he does it for free.
Wow.
So I had to go on here and download
just for a little bit of bank information.
you have to, and he has these instructions. He's very.
You can see that's now extracted. So what we need to do is to go down here into your start menu, press the power button, press restart, but whilst you're doing that you need to hold the shift key. So there's the shift key.
You got instructions and everything.
Press that and hold that.
Yeah, so he gives these very involved instructions. It takes like 30 minutes to get these drivers working.
Yeah.
Okay, so I went in here, I downloaded the latest drivers that he's released on his site. It got to the very end and it didn't work. Cause see, he has to do so many versions because there's so many different iMacs, and so many different years that Boot Camp has been available.
Yeah.
So the first one, his latest one didn't work, so I had to completely start over. And I tried the next one like down.
Yeah.
That one didn't work.
Yeah.
Then I tried another one. That one didn't work either. I looked at the number. There was one he released. It was right above the level that Warzone said it needed for my iMac to run.
Yeah.
It was like one of the oldest. It was like one that he released like in January. So I was like, if this one don't work, I'm screwed. Because once I run this one, the other ones he has, the older versions he had, won't run Warzone. So this is my last chance. So I ran that fourth one. It installed.
Nice.
So
I know you were getting on. I didn't realize were you getting on your PC? So you were actually, or your computer, your Apple?
Yeah, on my iMac.
So that's what you've been playing on?
I've been playing on my iMac.
We gotta play together, man. We can do it.
I told you that. But I've been playing on Windows on my iMac, and still, even when I was playing, first couple of times I crashed.
No.
I had to take the settings down.
The game
a couple times.
It's terribly optimized.
Oh, is that what it is?
Oh,
because I didn't know
my buddy just spent My buddy just texted me. complaining about some stuff he just tried to do to fix it. He spent $1,800 on a laptop. This was it Intel or Ryzen? I think it had a Ryzen 7 processor, had a 2070. It was just a regular 2070 RTX NVIDIA 2070 graphics card. It's great. We only had 8 gigs of RAM, but like it was high speed RAM. Like it was great. $1,800 laptop, and his gaming performance fluctuates like crazy.
Oh, so it's just the game.
The game is terribly optimized.
Okay, so I was feeling like, oh my God.
You better bring them all down to low and just keep them on low.
Oh, okay.
Turn off all.
It makes me feel a little bit. I was gonna blame. I was like, man, I bought this expensive ass iMac and I can't even play this freaking game.
Right.
And
you still need a badass computer just to get the true like gaming experience.
Yeah, because believe me, I said it. I wanted to see the game the way it was tended to be played.
Right. Yeah. And
it worked a few times, but like I think I played that first day and it worked, and then I think the second day I played it, I started crashing.
Yeah.
So I started lowering and it gradually got to the point where it just looked. It didn't look any better. It didn't look any worse than the PlayStation version, but it wasn't that high def version that I was liking.
You want a game to look better? Just spend $1,600 on a monitor or TV. I was at my brother's house and he had this $1,650 before taxes Samsung TV, and they boasted their gaming side. Right, it's like 120.
He has his computer set up to
no. It's PS5 or PS4 Pro.
Oh, okay.
And dude, that game looked phenomenal. Played phenomenal on that TV. I'm over here like rocking dual monitor setups, ultra tryhard. He just spends a crap ton of extra cash on a fancy TV, and I was just like, yo, that game looks way better on that TV. Like I was so surprised.
Well, that's what I got set up right now.
Yeah, I know. What is it? You got that QLED.
I could well, probably crash. I was thinking I could reboot into Windows and have it on that screen.
Yeah.
But I tried this, but when I went into the game, because I had that capture card for the television.
Yeah.
I was trying to capture it, and it crashed. It crashed every time.
Yeah, it's the game, man. It's the game.
It was just the game.
Yeah,
okay,
100%.
It makes me feel a little bit better.
But I'm gonna be playing it on a PC real soon.
But see, that's the thing. Even though I probably can continue to get to work on my iMac, in the future, I might as well get used to the fact that Apple's not going to be supporting Windows in the future.
No.
Since they're going to ARM processors.
Do you need it a lot, Windows?
No, I never need it.
Oh.
It's the only thing
for gaming.
I've done 2 things on Windows. I played Battlefront just to see how I look. It played Battlefront fine.
Yeah.
Battlefront looks great. In fact, that's when I first used this site, because I did have to upgrade when I played Battlefront the front time. But it doesn't work for Warzone that well. And I've come to the conclusion I might get a PC. It depends on how deep I want to get into gaming, because I don't do well with controllers, and I feel like I would do much better if I just went back to the way I used to play. I got this Corsair, this badass Corsair
fancy keyboard. Oh, you ought to see the keyboard
RGB
I got.
lights.
You want to see the keyboard I got? Google it real fast. Look at you got.
And I got this mic. I usually have this. I've been using this.
The Corsair mouse too. Got to match the
Corsair
peripherals.
mouse. It was an M65, I think it's called.
Ooh,
I use this when I'm playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm learning how to use the mouse. I've been practicing on console. It's Corsair.
Hold it up for the camera.
No, you got to see. Look at my. I'm planning on switching, but I'm scared to switch keyboard that I'm getting.
Okay, what is it?
You gotta look at it. Okay, it's the Razer Tartarus Tartarus Pro. Click this. You'll be like, you.
This?
He gonna be like, you cheater. Look at. Oh yeah, that's it. You see the left side of that thing? You see what's on it? A thumbstick.
Oh, you'll be good at that because that's kind of like a controller.
I've already tried it. It's actually an 8-directional D-pad, and it's not an actual analog stick. So you're over here hearing click, 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 as you're trying to like move around. And I tried it out. Perfect. It works. I no longer have to worry about WASD. So I'm like, bring it on.
Yeah.
I bought that, and I bought the Razer Viper Ultimate mouse. Just went ahead and went with that. Don't look at the price of that mouse.
Ultimate.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, this thing costs $130?
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually got it for $84. Said it might have a small defect on the bottom. Yeah, there's Razer Viper Ultimate. Oh Lord.
This?
Nah, the one to the right, Viper Ultimate, left, right in the middle. Yep, that's the one. $130.
Okay.
$130 mouse. I'm so ready. I'm struggling to hold a mouse though, man. I'm like, how am I supposed to hold this without breaking it? Because I want to wrap my whole hand around it and just move it around, but you can't.
Back in the day, I broke quite a few of them.
It's so light, dude. It feels like holding a piece of paper. And my hands are too big.
And you be hitting the button unless it's designed to. You're hitting the button so much every day, and it's like eventually. I used to use these Microsoft optical mouses because back then they actually made great mice.
Oh, Microsoft.
This was before all these gaming companies started coming out and making them. But Microsoft used to make the best one, and I broke like 3 of those things.
Oh, those supposed to be like they tell you how many clicks. Like they supposed to have like some stupid, like 800 million clicks. Yeah. So they supposedly supposed to be really good, but it's so light, dude.
Dude, I used to be so good at keyboard mouse thing. It was like it felt like I was actually in the game, on the internet, actually running around.
Yeah, there's a bit of a feeling of that. That's what I like about it.
My brain was so wired to the buttons and everything else.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to think about it.
That's when you were playing a lot.
That was back in the day when I was doing it.
That's how I feel with a controller.
All the time.
With a controller in my hand, it's almost like I'm moving forward because I'm kind of leaned in and I'm holding the controller. I don't want my arms to move. I kind of feel like I'm walking forward too.
Yeah,
but I've been practicing with keyboard and mouse, and it's like,
it's
all right, now I'm moving. Now I'm moving. Now I'm controlling the gun. Now, like it just feels that way. And I like it. I'm excited to get into the master race of PC gaming.
The master race.
That's what I'm telling you. Everybody's been talking to me about it. It's a little creepy the way they talk about it. They're like, "You're gonna love it."
It's a lot. Yeah, I just feel like I have to say though, when I'm playing a third person game, I think controllers are better suited for that.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I play Grand Theft Auto on keyboard, on PC, and on PlayStation. And I don't know. I think it works just about as well. For some reason, I just think it just the way it's
kind of pointless to play on keyboard and mouse, kind of.
Yeah,
it's more relaxing.
You can do it. I mean, I don't know. I haven't done it in a long time though. I've for the past couple of years, I've been playing on the PlayStation, but I don't play that much, and it's never gotten so comfortable. I don't think about it.
Yeah,
I still have to think about it.
Well, a lot of those PC games, like they just don't have controller support, so I gotta learn it.
But see, the first person shooters, I can't do those on the controller. But when I do a game like Grand Theft Auto, it just comes. I can't really aim though. I think aiming is still better, no matter what on a PC.
On a mouse, yeah.
On a mouse.
Aim assist is overpowered though. It's pretty crazy. On a mouse though, I realized I haven't used a mouse since there were balls on the bottom of them. Okay.
Oh really?
I picked that thing up. The first thing that I was uncomfortable with, aiming. It's easier with a mouse.
Yeah.
It was. I was like
now
no,
I
was struggling like to full move, like full sweeps and stuff. But when it came to just aiming, I was like, I haven't used one since with a ball, and I'm already aiming well.
I remember those days. Those balls you couldn't aim. When it became optical, man, it was like
night and day.
Night and day.
Yeah, I'm excited though.
Yeah. And sniping, I used to snipe. Oh my god!
You gotta watch the snipers on
Snipe-
PC.
Yeah, sniping is so much better on PC.
It's BS, man. They had a 3v3 gunfight on Call of Duty, and I was playing with a couple PC guys, and we kept joining 3-man PC groups, and it was a snipers only 3v3 gunfight. Man, getting doo-dooed on the whole time. Especially if it was like a quick scope type sniper. They were destroying me. I was like, oh my god. They literally be looking over here and just turn around and whip it on you. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's definitely an advantage. And I'm about to have that advantage. I'm definitely playing this game.
Assassin's Creed.
Yes. On PC.
Did you watch the gameplay for that?
Yeah, I watched some of the gameplay. I'm excited to play it. I mean, it's an Assassin's Creed game, but I haven't played one in so long.
Let me cue that up.
And I'm a nerd for some Viking stuff.
There's nothing about assassins in this though. For
Yeah.
real. Like you can. It's all about. It's basically. I like this part where
They stormed the beach or whatever.
they're riding the long ship. I thought that was cool. I like the idea of riding around in a long ship.
Iran in the game, so we have very difficult decisions for the player to make. We didn't want to have easy. I'm telling you.
Oh my god, yes, I love it. Perfect.
This isn't next gen either, is
As
it?
you're riding around the rivers of England, you
It's supposed to be coming out on the PS4, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That's odd. I wonder if it's a throwaway game though. In the end,
keeping your Viking.
because it's right at the end of the lifespan of the PS4.
Just speaking of the Viking longship, we're seeing some of that.
Just some sort of throwaway concept, and it's not really gonna hold to the Assassin's Creed standard.
Yeah. Well, you can build alliances and stuff. It's all about conquest and
Yeah.
whatnot.
A little bit about how that works and functions.
You can go on raids. You ride around this long ship and you go on raids like they do in Vikings, the show. I think they really got even the characters look like look like the characters from Vikings, like this chick right here.
Yep.
Look like Lagatha.
Lagatha.
Lagatha looks just like her.
She does.
Come
Now,
on.
they're not showing everything though, so like there could be some of that Assassin's Creed sauce sprinkled around. I don't know. I just know I'm getting a PC, so I want a pretty game to play in my arsenal to start off with, and I think that I'm gonna pick this one to be that one because their games look great. Ubisoft makes some of the most beautiful games.
It's violent though. This thing.
Yeah.
I almost got concerned. I was like, shh. I put the gameplay on my channel. And I was like, do I want to put this on there? Because that's usually when I think I start getting in trouble with YouTube about things when we start posting gaming videos.
Yeah.
Dropping F-bombs and
Lots of F-bombs.
I don't even think they cared about the violence. So it was, but this thing was so violent that you can't even.
Yeah, I've seen a couple parts where, the Vikings were pretty rough. Hey, how do all these gamers get their stuff to their editors?
They got somebody people like Ninja, they don't do that. They got some guy.
But they're capturing their footage.
Yeah,
so
they got some guy off on the side. They're capturing the footage from real time. They're sitting over there splicing it up and uploading it. If you got the proper setup, you can do it.
No, so what do? They just record their stream?
Yeah.
And how they're given access to record their stream. You just record anybody's stream whenever you want.
No, I'm saying he has people working for him that do that.
Yeah, but they're not in his house. So what does he do?
They're in his house.
They're in his house during the day?
I'm pretty sure they're in his house. They're like Jamie on Joe Rogan show. He's over there. Jamie is uploading clips to YouTube as they're doing the interview. Oh, maybe that's not right. Maybe he waits until after.
Jeez.
But do you think Joe Rogan does any of that stuff?
No. My guess is Jamie does.
No, I think the big screen. I don't know this for sure. It seems to me, because I know what I would do. I don't like the. I like the edit, but dude.
No, they have editors.
It takes so much time to do that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like I spend 3 times as much time editing as I do filming.
Yeah, which is you ain't got enough time to do all that if you're playing a game all day.
It takes forever, man. If I could pay somebody to do it, if I was big time making millions,
I mean, I know they all
believe
have
me, I would
editors
have some guy over here sitting there
in the middle of it
on a MacBook, watching all my cameras. See, I'm sitting here
monitoring in the middle of everything.
You know, I mean, I really can't do it in real time like I should. I can't make any changes.
Yeah.
Because I can't sit here and talk to you and be making changes. But, you know, I pretty much have everything set up before we start. And that's why I have so many mistakes, though. It's like...
What are you going to do? Reshoot the whole thing?
I need to do a checklist, really, is what I'm going to start doing. Because, like, I did this show with Eve, and I had my little backlights now. You don't comment on my backlights.
Yeah. Well, we talked about it, remember? I like them. I'm glad
so I had
you
my
spiced it up.
I didn't have my backlights during the show we did.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting here talking to her, and I'm thinking, let me sit on my lights on. Because sometimes I forget to turn on my lights.
Yeah.
I'm like, are my cameras all set up? Are they, you know? So I got all this stuff that I'm trying to control while I'm talking to her before the show.
Yeah.
And I totally forgot about those lights.
That one set of lights.
And that happens a lot. Huh?
He's like, what a waste of money now. Like $10 strip. Couldn't turn it on.
But if I had somebody doing it for me,
yeah.
I just come in. Hey, we ready to shoot? You ready? You ready, Jamie? Okay, let's go.
Yeah, right. That would be nice.
That's the dream.
Jamie making money though.
Oh, did you hear
Too
that story
much.
about how Mark Norman told this story about how Jamie got his job? He saw Joe Rogan. This is years ago. He saw Joe Rogan after a comedy show or something like that. Because Mark Norman was on Joe Rogan's show, and he said he was trying to talk to Jamie when they were having breaks or whatever. And he was like, "How did you get this gig?" And Jamie says, "Oh, I just saw Joe Rogan after a show one time. I said, hey, I do podcasts. If you want somebody to manage your podcast, give me a call." He gave Joe Rogan his card.
And he called him. I thought he was like a relative.
No, dude.
He's a normal guy.
just walked up to.
Oh, you miss 100%.
And got
of all opportunities you don't take. Dang.
He made he just did it, man. He just walked up to a guy, offered his service, and now God knows how much money he makes. Because you know how much
more than he deserves.
Dude, no, I mean he's more than he deserves.
It's a podcast though.
Dude, that's hard work.
Yeah, but a lot of it's already pre-set up for him. You know, he walks in there, he's got it made now, man. I guarantee you he's just making more because
believe me, when you have to edit everything, put everything in clips, upload it. It's a lot of time.
Yeah, but how much post-production do you think he actually does now? Like I would think that a podcast would be pretty simple, right? Because I mean, it's the same formula. You know, once you set a formula, man, it's like just clock in and clock out kind of thing. And now he's probably making what, maybe 6 figures, clocking in, clocking out, doing what he loves.
He made his way though, man.
Hey, he made that move.
Sometimes you just gotta, sometimes black people. A lot of times we have a tendency as black people. I'm gonna admit this. We have a tendency to think if we don't accomplish something, it might be racism. That's the easy way out sometimes. I didn't get that job. Oh, they must not like black people. I didn't get a promotion. They just don't like black people. That kind of goes through your mind. It's kind of hard to get that out of your head when you grew up in America because there is so much racism. But sometimes you just got to put yourself out there. You got to make your own opportunities.
In the end, you like I was saying, you miss
because not everything is racism.
The chances that you don't take,
right? You
have to take them.
And I was out in Los Angeles.
Yeah,
I was out in Los Angeles in 2005. I'm pretty sure Joe Rogan didn't have his podcast. I could have been that guy.
Hey man,
I wasn't going to comedy shows, or maybe I should have. Maybe I should have. I didn't go out a lot when I was there. I was at home writing and stuff, thinking I was going to break in my writing, and then I couldn't even get a agency to read my scripts.
You weren't willing to live in a van for 6 months, man. Half the people down there, there's so many people that are homeless.
That's one reason why I came back home, because I was like, I met so many people. I got a job, and I knew this guy. He was writing screenplays and working this. I'm not even gonna say what we're doing. We were both working this crappy job. I'm like, this guy. And I'm asking this guy how long he'd been out there for years, and he said. And the best thing, he had a conversation with an executive. I think it's Sony or something. They said, "Oh, you're not ready yet, but when you're ready, come see me." And all his hopes were based just on that guy saying that to him. And I was just looking at him thinking, I had read one of his screenplays, and he was not that good.
Yeah, you got to know.
And I was like, this is never gonna happen for this guy.
People do that, man. That's why people go down there, and next thing you know, they get caught up in porn. Because they ain't got nothing else, bro. Look at how many actors and actresses that did porn when they went to California because they had no money. Yeah. Like, that's like, man, they pray out that.
There's so many people out there. There's so many talented people.
Oh yeah,
talented people, more talented than you are.
Yeah,
that are not working.
Yep.
So I saw the game, and I was like, this guy had told me not, because I went to film school in San Francisco. This guy I graduated with, he says, don't go. He told me this. He said, don't go to Los Angeles unless you're invited. I'm like, what do you mean by that? Don't go unless you're invited. Like, do your stuff, do your films, go to festivals,
yeah,
and wait for somebody to come. Because that's how Steven Spielberg and George Lucas got discovered. Yeah. They did short films and they went to festivals. George Lucas won a film festival prize, and he
got invited.
And part of the prize was that you got a slot at whatever I think it was 20th Century Fox.
Yeah. If
you won this competition at this film festival, you got a slot at 20th Century Fox. That's how he got his first job. And his first job, guess what his first job was?
What?
He was like an intern on The Godfather.
Oh, man. How about that?
So he got to know Francis Ford Coppola. And that's what he went on from there. Just from that winning that award at that film festival. So I think that when that guy told me, he says, don't go to Hollywood unless you're invited. Kind of like what Dr. Disrespect did. He did his Twitch channel, and now he's doing stuff in Hollywood, right? He has some kind of deal, some kind of development deal.
Supposedly.
So my thing is, I came back home after going to Los Angeles and pretty much failing. I'm hoping maybe I can develop my own shot one day if we get big enough.
I mean, that's the dream, and the dream's still there. And we just got to take those chances.
Yeah, like, but I didn't take any chances when I was out there. I really didn't. Yeah. I didn't really put myself out there like that Jamie did on Joe Rogan.
Exactly. And sacrifice, man. Nothing good comes.
Because I could do what Jamie's doing. But I didn't think you could do that. I never thought. Just walk up to some celebrity.
He also lived in California too, right?
I can edit. I can do podcasts, man. Hey, give me a call. I never thought of doing that. That's ballsy, man.
Yeah. And editing too. Like,
yeah, I know I can do it all.
You could have slid in on something like that. Hey, you could be Doc's editor, bro. Whoever Doc works for that Boom company. That's right. Yeah, they do all his stuff. That's why his videos look retarded good, man. His videos are crazy. It don't matter what song or what he did that day in the stream, how terrible he was. Mm-hmm. They're gonna put a stupid montage that looks dope as fuck every time. Like his stuff is really good. But yeah, you got to put yourself out there. You certainly do. Good for Jamie.
We got off on a tangent. I want to talk about this thing where
we get a little man crush on Joe Rogan.
We're an hour and 17 minutes in.
Yeah, don't get on the man crush with Joe Rogan. Here's my man crush right here, Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill built a gaming PC. I haven't watched this, but I was gonna talk about it, but I guess we're kind of out of time.
Oh, we are. Hey, it's getting big, man. Gaming's getting big. The industry is growing. It's the next level entertainment.
There's another article about this guy spending $8,000 of his honeymoon money on a gaming PC.
And we have.
Maybe we'll say this for next time.
Yeah, hey, it's very closely related to my issues at home right now too. Trust me.
So when you get your PC up, we'll come back to this article.
Yeah, let's do that actually.
Because
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
you didn't spend that much.
No, but close. But yeah, that's a perfect segue for the next one because I'll be having my pictures of the setup and everything, and that's gonna be funny.
That's great, man. Can't wait to see it. You got to invite me over. I gotta see this thing.
Yeah, I
up
kind of
close.
want you to record the damn thing. That would be awesome, actually.
But that's all we got for today, folks. I'd like to thank my subscribers as usual. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. What the hell are you waiting for?
Smash it, please.
Hit it right now.
And the like button.
And the like button. Comment. Give me a comment. Let Handsome Dave know what you think about his opinions, about my opinions, whatever.
Yeah, please
But you got anything else to say?
do. No, that's it. Thanks for having me, man.
We will see you when we see you. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys.